Squirrel, do you know what it's like growing up with a drunk, abusive dad? Let's open up a little more. Oh, let's talk about him. Alright. I had a dad that was drunk all the time. And he was so abusive that I always used to tell him, one of these days you're going to go too far. Come to find out, he did. He got with another girl after he got with my mom, and she wound up dying. And then he got with another girl, and she wound up getting beat to death by him. And he got sentenced for 16 to 40 years, but he got out in 14. And as soon as he got off parole, he drank himself to death. I was the one that found him dead on his couch while his neighbors were robbing him. It was back when I didn't have any food in the house, and I was wondering if my dad had a can of spaghetti sauce that I could get off him so I could make some spaghetti. And he wasn't answering the phone, so I got worried, and I went ahead and ran over there because I know we were there the night before, and we left some lady with him. And yeah, he was just, he said he was trying to get him a piece of strange. He was weird. But yeah, no, we left her there with him, and the next day he wasn't answering the phone. So we got worried. We went ahead and went over there, and come to find out he was dead on the couch while his neighbors were robbing him, and she was still there. And yeah, we had to leave to get the cops to, get on the phone and follow us back over there, because the guy that was in my dad's trailer was trying to get us to not call the cops yet. And I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean? I was so stumped. So, yeah, we went ahead and we left to get the cops on the phone. My husband called the cops. I called my older brother. And, yeah, we took care of all that. But back yeah, my dad's ashes are still up there. I mean, we got the money for stuff, What else are we supposed to do? Anywho, yeah, no, he used to force children on my mom because he wanted sons to carry out his family name, because he kept coming up with girls. And he knew, as soon as we get married, our names will change and our children won't have his name. And my brother went and he had a son, and he told the girl that he did not want the kid named after him because he felt like our family's full of convicts and addicts, and he doesn't think there's anything to be proud of, so he didn't want to give his kid our name. And when I got married, my name did change, and I did name my daughter after her dad. Come on. Anywho, yeah, and I heard she had like 4 abortions, and she still wound up with 9 kids because she got with my stepdad, and she had another kid, and she had 4 kids, and he had 4 kids, but now they each have 5 kids, so altogether there's 9, because they share that last one. He belongs to both of them. And yeah, my mom was destined to have that many kids. It's been rough, having 4 brothers and 4 sisters, but it is what it is. Yeah, he used to rub, right in between here, we had rubber straps that were stapled in here that stopped the door from slamming. Or maybe they were here. I don't know. They stopped the door from slamming. And my dad used to rip them out of here. And he beat us with them. And he liked ripping us up out of the tub by one arm. Beating the hell out of us with it. And his leather belt. And I've been hit with roller skates and milk crates. And we'd throw his weapons up in the attic. Yeah, it was rough. I had a giant bruise on my entire thigh one day. He threw a roller skate at me. My mom went to Florida. This was right before she split up with him. And then she put me in that place. And she went to Florida, and I sat right there on that curb, and I cried for 2 fucking days. And my dad bruised the whole thigh of my leg. And yeah, I've always told him one of these days, you're gonna go too far. And then there was a newspaper article with my grandpa's words big and bold. It said the drinking was gonna kill him and this is gonna save his life. That was when he beat his fiancée to death. But it didn't save him. It made him worse. And he going through prison and all that, being in jail like 24 times, and all that stuff. No, it didn't help. I thought those places were called correctional facilities. What did they correct? Oh, I had it paused? Wait, how long has it been paused? Oh my gosh. My daughter seems to worry about her dad's drinking. But I tell you what, her dad's drinking ain't nothing. She don't have nothing to compare it to. Her dad's drinking ain't nothing compared to my dad. My dad drank that liquor, the hard stuff, vodka. And what him and his fiancée were fighting over? They were fighting over the last gallon of fucking vodka. And yeah. My husband's a few beers a day. And you got nothing on my dad's damn vodka problem. And he would go into the halfway house walking on a limp because in his boot he was walking on a fucking half pint of vodka going to the halfway house. They're so cute. Hello, friend. And we've seen our dad hurt cats and dogs and stuff, and it always broke our hearts. We had to watch him hurting all of us and each other. And he used to work out in the garage because he couldn't get a normal job back then. He'd work out the garage. Silly. And there was times where he would, because he called himself a body man, he worked on the cars. And there'd be times he'd be using the sander on it, and he'd start to doze off. And he'd like slide down like that, and then he'd sand off all his knuckles on his other hand. I've seen it happen so many times. I used to like helping him sweep the garage and peeling the tape where he used the masking tape to cover over the windows and the keyhole and the handle, and then you spray paint the whole car and make it pretty. And I like to help him peel the tape off the windows and the tires and around the keyhole and stuff. Yeah. And there was this Happy Father's Day. Me and my brothers, we found a dead possum, and we found an old Valentine heart-shaped box, And we picked up that roadkill. We scooped it up and we put it in that Valentine box. And we went and took it to our dad saying, Happy Father's Day. And he was bragging to his buddies, talking about how special and great his kids are. And then he opened it and it spilled out on his lap. He squealed like a little bitch and started saying, My kids are horrible. His friends were cracking up. It was so funny. It was so funny. Something else he did though, but he listened to music in the garage that, I shit you not, you could hear it from 4 blocks away. No shit. We would be at school and we would hear our music. So we had to learn, as kids, we had to learn to sleep through that. So I could, that's why I could have a movie in my ear and I could sleep through it just fine. As long as it takes my nightmares away, I'm good. Yeah, I sit there and I worry about the past and the future, and I get trapped in my own head with my own thoughts. It is what it is. Anywho, let's see, let's try and remember more about the dad. The holes in the walls. There was always holes in the walls. And he would just cover them up with a bandana. Just stick a bandana over the hole. It started looking really gaudy. And my mom hated it. We do know what it's like to be beat bloody, though. We really do. And, though, you know, and my dad wasn't, like, he wasn't creepy to where he was sexual with us or anything like that. It wasn't my dad that I had problems with back in the day. And it might take me a little longer to open up about that. Because some people got shit twisted. And I do eventually need to get it out there. Because it's not been getting easier. It's not been getting easier at all. Trying to swallow the memories yourself and digest them on your own. It doesn't get any easier. So I got my YouTubes. And I got my squirrels. And all my cats. And these are my friends right now. Friends that can't talk back to me right away. The animals can't talk back to me at all. Being that it's hard for me to open up. And then there's other times where I overshare. You know, I don't know what to say half the time. Anytime I have to talk to a doctor, I never know what to say. Unless everything's all wrote down first. But what do I write? You know, I don't know what to say to people. So yeah, people can hit the subscribe button if they want. They can talk to me if they want. Try and talk me off my ledge. Because I'm there. Oh, wait, you want another one? Okay. Oh, no, you want an almond, huh? You want one of these? Okay. Oh, don't get too excited. There you go. Now you want the peanut. Oh. No? Here, how about another almond? Oh. Okay. Oh my gosh, look at the clock. Okay, we're gonna go. We out this piece. Just figured I'd talk about my dad a little bit. Things have been rough. Alright, we out this piece. Maybe y'all.